Hello, this is Jay Spillers, and we're going to start doing a video each day to encourage you spiritually and to help you move forward in your life. And I'm going to try to post a video at least every day if I can. I might miss a few days, but we'll go ahead and try it. And I was inspired for this first talk by a guest I had in my podcast the other day. It's about creating a sacred space for you and another person. And have you ever thought about those times where you have a loved one who's distraught, who's upset, and you don't know what to say? You literally don't know what to say, so you don't say anything. You're just kind of silent. And it can kind of send the message that, I don't care. And that's obviously not probably what you're wanting to send because you do care. And it's incredibly frustrating because you think, okay, well, I'm a spiritually in tune person. I, Possibly I meditate every day, and yet I have nothing to say. And then you think about things like movie and TV, because I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and you'd watch TV shows and movies, and when the person was upset and all beside themselves, the other person in the room would say just the right thing and turn it around. And it's frustrating because I just don't do that. You know, I'm not like a TV dad. I'm not, the character on the show that can just say the right thing and boom, everything's fixed. And maybe you're not either. Maybe you hear someone's story, someone's pain, and you have no idea what to say. Well, this is where creating a sacred space comes in. Having the ability to just be with the person, create a space for you and that person to be in, and just maybe communicating to the person that I don't know what to say to you, um, but I will sit here with you. I will listen. I will pray with you, possibly, if they're open to it. I will start to move energy within me, positive energy and vibes in their direction. So you're kind of like almost meditatively sending them positive energy and vibes. And sometimes just creating that space where they know you're there, you're listening, you're you're there to pray and encourage them if you can. You might just say, "What can I do to help you? What can I do in this situation?" And maybe there's nothing beyond just listening and sending your vibes, praying. But you create a sacred space where that person can feel comfortable, where that person can feel safe, where that person can feel like they're getting some level of compassion from you and love. And I think that's a really important thing. We can also do this for ourselves. When we find ourselves upset, we find ourselves distraught, create a sacred space within yourself. Allow yourself to feel compassion for you, to feel that you're okay, that you're in a safe place, that there are people that care for you, that there are other individuals that care for you. And a good place to do that is in meditation. We'll have a meditation in a minute. And, when we think about creating a safe space, even when we don't have any words to really say to encourage a person, well, think of it like a pet. When you have a dog or cat, have you ever had a situation where you were upset and the dog sensed it or the cat sensed it and they came up to you and they started to cuddle you or, sit on your lap, kind of nozzle next to you. And it was very comforting. And in a sense, they didn't obviously know what your situation was. They knew you were upset and they came there to comfort you. But in a sense, isn't kind of a pet creating a sacred space with you in that moment to help you feel better? To say, even without words, that I do care and I have compassion for you. So, I mean, in a sense, be like your pet, if nothing else. Create a sacred space with yourself and with others. And let's go ahead and do a meditation. Just close your eyes. Get comfortable in your chair. Relax. Just take in a few deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. So let's breathe in deeply. Breathe in. Hold. And exhale through your mouth. Let's breathe in again. Breathe in through your nose. And exhale. We're going to take in one more deep breath, but on this breath, I want you to breathe in compassion, self-compassion for yourself. And I want you to exhale any judgment or stress that you have, maybe in a situation or about yourself. Breathe in compassion. Exhale judgment and stress. Now just imagine yourself in a beautiful garden, surrounded by flowers and trees and grass. You can hear a beautiful stream in the background. The garden is warm and inviting. You can feel warm sunlight. You can see blue sky above and clouds. Just take a moment to take in this garden. This is a special garden created just for you, by you. And this garden is your sacred space. Allow yourself to feel compassion. Have compassion for yourself. Empathize with your situation, just like you would another person. See yourself detached and shower yourself with compassion. Know that you are just as worthy of compassion and love as anyone else. Know that the ability to have compassion for others often first needs to start with ourselves. If you have compassion for yourself, it's easier to have compassion for others. See the beauty and the dignity within you. See yourself as a young child in the divine's hand, because really you are. Just as you might love your own child, you are loved by the divine. And you are part of the divine. And you are worthy of compassion. Doesn't matter what you've done, what you've said, where you've been, you're worthy of compassion. And allow yourself that gift of compassion. So let's come back to the garden. All the beauty that you see in the garden, beautiful flowers, the green grass, the trees, they symbolize the beauty that's within yourself. You are a beautiful garden deep within your soul, worthy of compassion, worthy of a sacred space in which to go. Whenever you feel stressed, anxious, upset, disappointed, sad, the garden within your soul is where you need to go. Look deep within your soul. Find your compassion. Connect to the divinity within you. And sit in the garden for a moment. Now we're going to start to come back. Let's take in one final deep breath. Breathe in deeply through your nose. We're going to breathe in compassion again and release any judgments of ourselves. Breathe in compassion. Exhale judgment. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes.